in a lot of different ways outside of that just regular traditional coach that comes through a coaching pipeline. So I think for me, this game is going to be 50-50. I'm expecting all 6 maps. I'm expecting back and forth. I'm expecting aces, huge plays, massive amounts of firepower, but we will know we're starting it off on Pearl.
After it has never worked for any other team against T1, well, this is why.
Yes, I love this. So when we saw this matchup in the group stage, it was T1 that were changing the comp. Now it's Full Sense. They felt like their Cypher was getting countered, so they're moving to that Vice.
This is the kind of guy that you want in a position like this. He can tap away a couple of heads before the round even really kicks off. Distraction in through streets. Now it's Primmy's turn to have an impact, and he gets out right in front of Buzz. The slide doesn't matter if you don't even get into it.
Okay, Munchkin on a bit of a lurk as well.
Spike planted.
That was a pretty quick read from Full Sense, but even still, T1 not set up too poorly.
Hang
Kahlua, he's going to be the toe tickler of the round. Munchkin, unfortunately, doesn't get to take any further part. 3v5 now for T1, so that's a bit of an awkward timing in the end. Meteor, though, says, no thank you very much, I'm not having what you're selling, Full Sense, and we're back straight into a 2-on-2. Primmy and Kahlua, the 2 big dogs of the contest so far, are deleted by Stacks. And it doesn't matter how good you are during the regular season as Primmy and Kahlua, now we're in playoffs and T1 are here to play.
Oh my god. 3v5 pistol post plant. It starts with this, and I've been told you like toes.
Hey, hang on a second. Don't put words in my mouth. I'm just going to put it out there that is not true.
Previous cast that you had, but either way, this is the ultimate play for the round itself. What a flick, 90 degrees off to the side. Just a bit of drone. Meteor still looking to lurk all around. Munchkin a bit of his own lurk as well. Jesus, what a click. And that's going to be enough for Full Sense to kind of peel off, happy with the pickup.
Early signs are good in that respect for Full Sense, that he's still having some kind of impact early in these rounds. Full Sense do need Primmy online today, but it'll be tough to win a round like this even with an opening kill. So T1 waltzing their way into B.
30 seconds left.
At least a Bulldog for Full Sense's troubles, at least. If they can get close enough, get more guns away, that should be still a pretty, make it a good potential bonus conversion on the next. They know the orb is going to be a pretty big point of contention for Full Sense. And apart from that, if Meteor is just consistently lurking towards middle as well, that's what that Killjoy can do. Play off turret contact. Otherwise, it's also Munchkin. It's
locating target.
Might get droned out. Deleted in the end. Before Primmy is spotted, so Buzz will be the unfortunate benefactor of that information. Oh, Primmy's fallen off the line, misses the shot, back on in. To safety of the B side. In fact, he makes it his own safe side as he just cleans house. Primmy is on a tear today again.
Standing ahead.
Again, the key word, but still low HP now as enough damage is done. Even though Primmy was taken down, Jitboys comes back in.
Well, Jitboys was the 1-2 punch yesterday with Primmy, and if both of those players are online, then today could be a really good day for Full Sense. I don't imagine there's much in this one, of course, for Meteor. So just going to let that defuse go by. Full Sense will claim the first gun round. 2-1 the score. T1 aware that they're going to have to find a way to deal with Primmy if they want to win this map.
And it feels as though, although we did just witness Paper X on the Pearl as well, this is a much more different approach, much more measured control, and Primmy being able to land these incredible shots on the operator. The composition the same, and although they are running back the same Pearl pick against T1, T1 having a flawless run of it so far in the group.
Here for round 4, and Primmy is wanting to have an impact early. This time a missed shot, but he is able to dash back out to safety. He's also got Cruz there to just wait patiently for Buzz, who's having a real rough time of starting this map off.
Gunned down by Izu though through the smokes, and now
Primmy, good for another one. He is all over the map at the moment. It doesn't seem to matter where T1 goes.
As comfortable position.
How is he everywhere? How is he always where he needs to be? Primmy has just got such an intuitive read right now. Jitboy's in there for another. This round has kind of fallen apart for T1. You're seeing this very slow, methodical style from T1, and I think a lot of that largely is because Buzz is just getting absolutely booked on every entry. They can't go anywhere fast, but they are just getting picked apart in both of these two rounds. It's Primmy finding a kill with the operator, and then slowly, one by one, T1 losing players around the map, and then the round is kind of over.
You're absolutely right. It's just darn incredible how this guy's consistently repositioned to the right spots now.
Has spotted Primi. So info given, and Primi's really under pressure here. He's getting flanked in from behind by Buzz. That's a little bit more like it for T1. Nothing Kahlua could have done about it. Smoked off. Primi out on an island.
No spike yet, though. T1 just in position now, trying to mark the flanks, but Cruz.
It's a sharp shot. And you're right, Spike hasn't gone down just yet with 35 seconds here. T1 wanting to get a bit of a wriggle on and get that plan down. Full sense of more or less made that full rotate across. Jipboy's calling on the run it back, and he gets some value out of it as he finishes off stacks. So player advantage now for Full Sense on this retake. T1 though with some retrieved weapons, still in with a chance. Op shot connects. Buzz having an impact in this round. 2 kills for him so far, but it'll be no more. It's on to Izu. Can't get it done.
But when it came down to the actual site itself, although they managed to find, incredible pathing and stuns on towards Primi, Cruz taking a shot towards the back just gives them an equal footing. And then it's that sort of stalemate between both teams on the site. T1 was trying to wait and see if there would be that early rotation, early flood back in from Full Sense. But Full Sense were doing the same thing.
Oh, Primi wants to re-aggress onto that line. It's bold, but he backs himself, and why not? He's barely missing at this point. He's going to go again. He is going to go again. This is just what he does. Never mind.
Yeah, high-low on the other side. Okay, that's a wise call. Meteor on the lurk.
Ooh, this time, Jipboys doesn't get the timing right.
Killa trying to allow for Primi to come back in. So still more utility to go off of, and Primi has Blaze Storm available, just no dash just yet.
Tagged up by that Recon Bolt as well, so that slows things down even further. It's go time. Has to be for Full Sense. Primi will catch Meteor, but still more to find as Kahlua starts to filter his way on through for 2. Helped out by Leviathan.
He just updrafts, floats down the air, spots a player out by the barrel, manages to get 2 knives in, or 3 at least, right before the kills go through. And then the team just kind of goes in for the trades off of that. Just incredible kind of trade protocols that you're seeing from everyone else. No one's really overheating or anything.
That's the game plan for Full Sense, isn't it? Primi go kill. And he's been doing a pretty good job of it so far. It will continue as he's landed one onto Munchkin. I mean, count the opening kills. I think it's almost every single round at this point for Primi. He's been chased down here by Buzz, but traded out as, well, Buzz actually didn't get the kill in the beginning anyway. So rough going, unfortunately, for T1 at the moment. They're still trying to secure this site, but Full Sense are going to preempt that and push their way back in. Cruz for the double, drops the spike, and where is Meteor? Well, he is up to some trickery. He's kind of really living up to his name. He's out.
Impactful, explosive. You've got stacks on the Hunter's Tree for the past couple rounds now. Surely that could count for something to push Primi off the op lines instead.
You know, because it looks like he catches him off guard here, but still kind of doesn't get it done.
Yeah, I've got my own shotgun. It's a sawed-off.
Does the job. Yeah, nothing really working out here for T1. They are really struggling to get into these sites without losing players. Still a little bit scared about making their way into B here.
Both sides just waiting for the smokes to drop.
Yeah, waiting for all that util to go down. Primi here. Could be on for 2, could be on for none this time. In the end, though, Cruz and Jipboy still seem like they've got it on lock. Cruz's position, a strong one, eventually dug out, but Leviathan is there to filter through and bring it down to the 1v1. Stacks is low. He's got the spike, 14 seconds. Smoke starting to fade. Leviathan surely knows where Stacks is coming from here. This is a free kill if I've ever seen one. Another round for Full Sense.
You got everyone else. Killa, even Cruz coming back in for some support. Leviathan is the final, I guess, raid boss in this round at least. But that's what works out for this TIE squad currently. T1 really tried some trickery. They tried to slow things down, but it's still not working out.
And I really like that from Primi. He's hitting his shots at the moment. Drone may not spot him. Oh, okay, missed shot. Buzz now will try to chase him down. Primi dashing back. He's been spotted. He's stuck. He needs help. He's not going to get it. This time, Buzz claims the opener. So Primi might have to start reining it in a little bit. T1 are certainly trying to take him out of these rounds. Jipboys with the re-aggression. It's a 1-for-1. Munchkin not doing too poorly and opens up the door for Meteor to work into A on the timing.
Yeah, that's that pace. It's a bit more controlled, but still being able to find it quickly into sight. It's something that Full Sense weren't fully expecting. So now, as Killua steps in, it's already Meteor in the forward line, but goes down anyway. Even though the haunt doesn't really land, at least he could be able to look for some wallbang shots, but it's not safe enough.
Oh, well, Stuck's under a bit of pressure here on the site. Killua trying to wrap in and finds him in the back of the head. Buzz's position now given away. Cruz will be aware of where both of these players are. He hears Buzz backing off.
Buzz is slippery, though.
Yeah, it's a tough ask now for Cruz to try to catch up to him and just jiggle peeking on that corner. Overstays is welcome. Is this still winnable for Cruz? Maybe it's not. So he's pushed away from that defuse. He's going to have to tap it again, try to draw that peek through from Izu, who is ever so reliable. The half secured. Not sure it's going to be enough here for Cruz, though. Izu has it on lock. Finally, T1 have another.
Incredible. You start off with, well, Primi, massive cojones, but then he goes down at the end with a sudden shotgun play. Towards the beast, I mean the EA side though, then Cruz makes it his best effort, tapping the spike and everything, but Mr. Reliable Izu
For a second looked like he would walk into it. Oh, he still might. Primi goes on better this time. He's not going to be out of the conversation for long. Well, Timothy strikes again.
Spike down mid.
And he really does seem like he's got plot armor at this point because he just seems to keep getting out of these situations. He could go for one more, misses the flick. Of course, a tough one onto the sliding Neon, but he's well and truly done his job.
Yeah, numbers advantage. Instantly, the rotation slowly coming across. Killua can slow it down with Nightfall, but Buzz has slipped through.
Didn't get tagged by it, no. So already across. The Prowler does seek him out in the end. They'll be aware there's a player in the back hall. We're back to that post plant now with the plant going down to behalf of T1. Jit Boys finding Buzz's position for Killua. So 2 players left to defend, no ultis available. This will be a tough hold for T1. Munchkin needs to land that shot. Now stuck in the corner. I don't think he's got anywhere to go, and the wall keeping Izu isolated. Can't help Munchkin. This should surely be another round for Full Sense. Defuse tapped, Cruz finishes it off. Full Sense up to 7.
But it really is 5, just because you got that run it back. There's incredible ways to, first of all, I mean, insane. He's got screw loose, just pushing all the time. No escape plan, but still lands incredible shots. And then for the trades to come in, the numbers advantage always belonged to Full Sense. T1 are starting off rounds, always losing.
Free rotate the rest of their forces over toward A. They've got 4 players to defend. Hunter's Fury going through. Izu connecting for a couple as well. Full Sense with the numbers, unable to hold on to A.
What just happened? Izu, Salvos manages to break apart the high-low. Primi left into 1v3. Meanwhile, that's that one corner from Leviathan, but wasn't quite able to drag the crosshair across the screen accurately.
That replay that you're talking about.
Yeah, stunned. Hit by the missiles.
It's just so much to dodge for Full Sense, right? You talk about the salvos, there's obviously a Hunter's Fury in there as well. A lot going on. So despite the fact that Full Sense have got around the corner, not going to quite catch off Meteor too hard, but Jit Boys gets the job done anyway. Double for Full Sense to start the round. Jit Boys on a absolute rampage. He's just reminding us that he kind of exists as well. You know, we have that same problem as we had yesterday where it's like, oh yeah, Primi's pretty good. Primi's really a good player. I love Primi. And then Jit Boys is like, I exist too.
Yeah, let me have some of the spotlight. Munchkin, though, out from the shadows, will be silenced. And it's a flawless for Full Sense. We can't forget Jit Boys. What a Chad. What a lad. The Phoenix just quickly asserting himself back through B-Link, or Art specifically. And that's just actually, you know, a big call from the entirety of Full Sense as well. So many rounds where they've played kind of off of Primi's operator positions or just settling down, but suddenly seeing nothing much else outside of A, they decide.
Okay. Rotate back over to the other side, and that is a very nice shot for Cruz to start this pistol round.
I think that Stack's already trying to get a good read for it.
Yeah. That's a good shot. Stacks gets the better of Jit Boys. It's not going to slow down the progression at all, though, for Full Sense. They're happy to take the site and chase Stacks it down. Buzz not quite there for 2. Plant attempt is in.
30
Retake.
seconds left.
It's a long way away here for T1, but a solo
planted.
push out here for Cruz. If he loses this duel, all of a sudden, it's back to the 2-on-2. Good damage in onto Meteor. He's just trying to buy the time as much as he can now. Munchkin gets Kahlua, but Cruz survives against Meteor. That was scary for a moment. Now, though, Munchkin with a lot to do, and the fast flank in behind him gets the better of it. Full sense, 9-4. They take the pistol in the second half, trying to rain on T1's parade.
And it has been quite the drizzle for now. Might turn into a torrential downpour depending on how the next few rounds could go. Big scoreline, big momentum found just because of this pistol. They go B, they go A. And with the way they worked around the post plant as well, I mean, it was quick reactions from Stax and Buzz, you know, especially Meteor pushing out B long. But even then, Cruz going back towards A.
Smoke will be pulled, but I don't think it's going to matter to Full Sense at all. Kahlua wanting to clear out Munchkin and does get that job done nice and easy. Plant goes down on B. Tough ask ahead here for T1.
Planted.
Yeah, sheer wall will be triggered as well, so alerted to the flank. And then you've got more smokes and walls, just a little gap. Block off Heaven and Link.
Oh, that's an easy kill for Cruz. And an easy round for Full Sense as well. It kind of feels like a bit of a walk in the park for Full Sense at the moment. With the way that Full Sense is looking at the moment, I've got my doubts.
I know, right? They played that against KRX yesterday as well. Now it's just seeing who's going to get more ult points, I suppose. And Primi builds up to it. Izu, oh, he comes out, actually managed to get 2 more than his opponents. Do everything, you know, according to the book. And if they can continue to perform to this degree of smoothness, it's going to work out quite well for them as they reach close to double digits now. Well, actually, they have reached double digits.
Again, fast play from Full Sense. It's Primi that's going to send it in with a dash, trying to find anybody, but hasn't seen anyone just yet. Cruz has gone down. Munchkin's on the side still. Trades do come through in the end for Full Sense in the blink of an eye. Primi and Kahlua strike, and now we're back to a 2-on-2. Primi is going to try and stand and deliver, but will be pushed away by that Teho util. Kahlua repositioning, wants to get aggressive. Drone spots him out. He's tagged up. Oh, that shock dart will do it. No, it won't. The shots in from Stax required. Primi alive has been the hero time and time again for Full Sense. Can he do it again here against Stax, who is in his second one-on-one of the map, and this one is desperately needed for T1, but the odds are stacked against him. He's going to tap that defuse, gets to halfway, but the shots are good enough from Primi. It wasn't perfect, it needed a spray, but the job is done, and 11 is up for Full Sense.
And T1 now definitely frazzled. If T1 isn't, Stax 100% is. Look at how he ruffled his hair at the last bit.
Yep.
Primi shooting down into his corpse. Oh, you can't do him like that, man. Incredible plays. He went all around. Stax still kind of had a good read for it of where Primi would end up. But ultimately still, it's the trades. It's the fights. And these ones, Full Sense will tend to win just because.
In your first playoffs game, that is not the story that you want to be writing. Off angle here for Stax is going to be good for 1, but more than that is still a question mark. He's got the 2, and it's nice, but it's not quite enough to finish this round off yet for T1. It's still very much hanging in the balance. Trouble is that T1 can't push for any info any further than where Munchkin is right now. He could just as easily get picked off. In the end, Izu is all that's required, apparently. Primi and Jit Boys down, and Leviathan is building a wall of smokes that will not matter. 11-5. So T1 have another. But it is a threatening scoreline. They have a lot to come back from.
Individual moments, you win rounds off of hero plays, and we all know those aren't the most reliable or most consistent things, but that's exactly what T1 is built on. Stax, Izu, with the multi-kills in this round to bring it up. Full Sense still have so much left.
Ult Orb on offer for Full Sense.
I want to watch out for Meteor.
I want to watch out for this A site. Run it back is in play. Jit Boys is pushed away. Primi trying to chase Meteor down, but there is just no escape from Primi when he's on. That Hunter's Fury ripped here from Stax to try and slow down the progress of Full Sense, but I don't think they're going to be denied at this point. Primi once again going to be the point man alongside Jit Boys. Smoke in the face of Buzz. That opens up the angles for Jit Boys. Beautiful util usage.
Spike
And
planted.
full sense. Very much on the cards here for 12. Stax looks like he wants to have a crack at this one round the corner, but there's just no way you are getting anything done there.
And they come in like a quick SWAT team, just being able to clear out, sweep the angles on both ends outside of Secret and Dugout. 12 now, map point found, and T1 still has not found an answer. And I think that's another little head-to-head that I kind of want to point out. While most rounds we're seeing flashy plays from Primmy, Jit Boys, players that we cannot forget are Cruz and Munchkin as the IGLs. Cruz is doing incredible work. Big man, big ups, and big plays with the Prowler down into mid. Meteor trying to set one up.
Down mid.
Munchkin, no, okay. It's an awkward fight there for Primmy as he gets caught off guard. Tried to use the movement to keep himself alive, but not going to happen this time around. So, off the back of the timeout, T1 look like they are having some success, but let's not count out the possibility of a recovery here for Full Sense, although with Jit Boys out of the picture, I think that's going to be a tough ask. 12-6.
T1 are close to their ultimates as well, though, so we'll keep our eyes on that for now, because they could string those together and find some momentum back in. But then again, Full Sense, I feel like we haven't seen the extent of their strat book. This is just one of those where you kind of throw it away because the timeout was called and you weren't fully expecting.
Slowed it down, and now T1 is on the move.
Kahlua to lurk.
It is Kahlua that's watching that line, but falls to Buzz, and that's going to start to inform the rotate here of Full Sense. They're going to go back into streets. They want to challenge. They want to try to catch T1 unawares.
This is Cruz.
Oh, this is
30
huge.
seconds left.
No.
They've fully rotated off B. You are kidding me.
And look at Primmy as well. He's still hovering around. Just careful with the sewer approach.
Okay, Meteor's come back, but it's too little too late. 19 seconds on the clock. Full Sense are going to get themselves a nice plant on B. It's going to prompt the full rotate. Primmy still holding on to streets. Jit Boys gets himself one, but Cruz does fall. That lockdown going to try to push Full Sense forward. They go back to try to reinforce themselves. Jit Boys is a dead man. Meteor's all over that. That's 2 freebies for him, and now a 3rd as well. It's all on the shoulders of Primmy. If anyone can get it done, it might be him, but Meteor on a real tear this round. Saves T1 in what could have been a really embarrassing affair.
Had an inkling for it, went back into check. And I thought it was a little bit odd to leave Kahlua on the lurk, as he's the initiator player, but that was a call from Cruz to try and lead his team to the rounds. But Meteor reading the run it back, finds the positioning from Jit Boys, and then sets himself up for multiple kills. That's exactly what you've been needing.
Cruz trying to get up to some funny business. And looks like he might just get chased down. Still grabs one for his trouble, so that's a pretty good effort. High-low here for Izu and Stax. Makes short work of Kahlua, and the fight into streets has not worked out. Meteor! Oh, can't quite finish it off, but job's done. 8 now for T1, getting closer.
I mean, one of these rounds where you just kind of write it off with the pistols coming up from Full Sense, but there was a slight moment where you could be thinking about how T1 tends to operate on the defense. They love to play around information, pushing up B. They've been...
Full Sense are not going to be ready for this. Ooh, hang on, they're past the line.
I might see his shoulder.
Yeah, that swing. Boy, Buzz, he gets the collat. You'll take that if you're T1. I'm not sure it's going to be very easy to get into this site. Izu holding the ult. And again, denying any entry to Full Sense. Just pushed away. Cruz was isolated and dealt with. Kahlua's going to right back in here to try to find Munchkin, and let's get that kill on the way out.
15.
But is there a time to rotate? I don't think so.
Save.
10
They're just going to
seconds
save.
Yeah, you need the guns, you need the money. And with every round that passes by, it's starting to look like it's a little bit more possible. Jordan, I mean, look at this. Meteor's 2 away from his ult. Buzz and Munchkin still sitting on theirs, and those could be strong for retakes if it comes to that point. Right now, we just haven't really seen Full Sense even...
Oh!
Wow, what a sick replay. We haven't really seen Full Sense even getting the spike down. Slow approaches, and in all that time... Oh, position confirmed. The Prowler saw Stax. Full Sense going in for the kill.
Yeah, they're going in for everything. Stax deletes Primmy, but he cannot survive. Got that Cosmic Divide up. And it is Full Sense working their way into this A site as a result. T1 wanting to push their way past it, but Nightfall's going to be invested as well. Everything is going into this round for Full Sense. They have to win it here. Meteor has been the difference maker in the last couple of rounds for T1, and he looks to do so again.
Killed my bot.
Full Sense, I mean, they're almost calling the cancel right here. Meteor will be brought down by Leviathan. This could just be it. Full Sense lose a couple of heads. It's a 1v1. Will Izu save the day? Kalua has spotted him out. Spike needs to be collected. There's 20 seconds left. Izu will allow that to happen.
Take your time, son. Got quite a bit to go. Meanwhile, Izu has the stun, so you kind of want to watch out for that as well.
Oh, the peek through. Not dealt with either player so far. Missing their shots, and Kalua finally hits one. It is Full Sense who will fulfill the expected result on map 1, 13-9. It took them a little longer than it probably should have, but they do get Pearl over the line.